Hello, my name is Jani. Welcome to my channel. This time I want to show you how I dye my fabric using a different method. This time I am using colored paper. Here in Mexico we call it Crepe Paper. In Spain it's known as papel pinocho, like Pinocchio paper. So I think in United States it's known as crepe paper. So yeah, the idea is to transfer the color of this paper to the fabric. There are different methods to do this, but my idea was to try to put different colors in each piece of fabric. So I decided to cut little pieces and make them like balls of paper in order to place these different colors in each fabric, because you can boil water with salt and add it fabric and a piece of paper, and you can obtain a piece of fabric with an uniform color. But in this case my idea was to add it more than one color to each fabric. So I have a few pieces. This is a piece of Aida 18 that I had already boiled with water and salt. So I will try to add different color to the piece in order to cover the fabric. This is a jar of hot water with salt. So my idea was to cover completely the fabric, adding different colors. In this case I choose blues and greens because I love that combo, very oceany. So I start putting hot water. This is hot water with salt, and covering the fabric, and immediately the color from the paper start to transfer to the fabric. And as in other methods, I try to cover each corner of the fabric to avoid this space without color. So I keep adding pieces of paper and spoons of hot water and trying to cover all the fabric. I really didn't have any idea of the results, but I really tried to cover really well the fabric, because the fabric, even though it won't came out with the result you want, it's better to have all the piece completely dyed in color. So yeah, at the end I finished with the fabric that was already wet with more water and all the paper color on the top of this fabric, and the hot water cover all the material. And this second piece, it's a cotton piece of fabric, an even whip, and I try to use natural fibers. Aida, it's a 100% cotton, and in this even whip it's also cotton, because always cotton and linen and natural fibers or natural fabrics take better the dye that for example Lugana or Jovelan that have synthetic mix. So in this case I added red and brown. The brown color was a little disappointed because I was trying to achieve a more primitive color, but no, the result was completely a surprise. But yeah, I keep adding color and paper and water, and ended with a kind of interesting mix. I feel like I was playing, with mug, or in kindergarten, and making a mess. But yeah, my idea was to cover completely the fabric. The next two pieces, I it was again even weave, cotton even weave. I use just two colors, purple and pink, and this color, this Mexican pink, looks amazing in the fabric. So I also love this combo, the purple with the pink. And the process was the same, getting really wet the paper in order to transfer the color to the fabric, and keep adding more pieces of paper, to avoid the clear spots. So yeah, this fabric that I'm using, they are small pieces of fabric that I got in my stash. I wasn't thinking in any particular project to use with, but yeah, I decided to, have fun. These last three pieces were, again, cotton, even weave 36, and even though they are different colors, the off-white, the beige, and the tan, I added all the remaining pieces of paper. I said, let's let's have fun, and let's combine all the colors, and purples and yellows, and see what came out. And interestingly, all the fabrics take the same dyes, the same colors. So yeah, and here I let the fabrics, about 30 minutes. I didn't remove them because I didn't know what to expect, so I let it just like that and wait 30 minutes, and hope for the best. And after 30 minutes I start to remove the paper, and it was a really nice surprise, because this fabric, this first fabric, was the Aida, and love the colors. And this paper, it was not hard to remove it from the fabric. Even though it's really thin, it has certain body, so not biggie. And that's all the color that was transferred to the fabric. And I start, watching the fabric. I usually use neutral soap, or soap for dishes, like Dawn. And I wash my fabric twice. One really, really, firmly, and make sure that the water came out clear. And then I put this fabric again in the water with salt. I let them about 10 minutes, and then I wash them again with soap. But I was really surprised, because the color really stained the fabric, and you don't see the colors run away from the fabric. So yeah, this is the fabric that I put the brown and the yellow and the red, and the result is completely different, because the brown it was not there. So, and also you have to take in count that in this part of the process, the colors seem really, really strong, but once the fabric is dry and you iron the piece, the colors are going to be much softer. So don't be scared. I mean, I love this kind of result, and I love my fabrics really, really bold, but don't worry, the color will, came out lighter. I love this combo with the pink and the purple pieces. Uh, this was this kind of purple and pink I didn't get with powder dyes, so I know that when I'm going to need this kind of purple and pink, I will use this paper technique because the results are really, really nice and bold and strong. So again, I remove the excess of the color and wash my fabric twice and put them in salt and water. And I tried that after I finish my stitching, I don't wash my fabrics again. So many of you ask me if this fabric don't stain or don't smudge my threads, but no, the colors are really in the fabric. They don't transfer to your flosses. So these three last pieces are the ones with all the colors, and I love them. I wish I could use bigger pieces of fabric because I love the result. So yeah, after I washed them and ironed them, I ended with these results, and these are the three pieces, and you can see that the colors are so pretty. These stronger colors are the ones that were in contact directly with the paper, but in the back of the fabric you can see that the colors are softer. I love both sides of the of the fabric, but yeah, it's amazing, and it's a really clean technique, more easy to use. This Aida was my favorite. The result with the greens and the blues came out with this beautiful minty bluish color. Really, really adorable. I love this Aida. And the next piece is the one that I dye with brown and red, and you can see that it's pink and purple, so a totally different result, but a lovely one. Even it was different. And last there are these purple and pink fabric. Amazing how they came out. I love them. They are so beautiful. And this last one looks like a little bird. And I love them. They are so amazing. It's very similar to the result that I get with the ice technique, but yeah, I love my results. And of course I have to use one of these fabrics, so I start a new project, well, the last project of 2020. This is the piece of Aida that I dye, and I love how it looks with this project. So yeah, that was my adventure dyeing fabric with color papers. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.